Hello and welcome to Game Soup. This is Portrait of Ruin. I'm Ed.
This is Joe.
And we're back where we left off last time.
Oh, normal intro. We haven't had that in a while.
I know. It has been some time. It's been some time since we even had an episode.
It's supposed to be like a week.
That's a long time. It's a long time.
It's about right.
I guess.
We'd like to do it more than once a week, but sometimes we only get to do it once a week.
But Sunday is a good day for Let's Plays.
Yeah, it's good. There's no traffic getting over here to the office.
Yeah, it does take a while to get here too.
The studios.
A couple hours sometimes if there's a lot of traffic in the city. The big city, the windy city.
So we're gonna we decided we want to do a little more intelligent conversation, at least for this episode.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
We'll just see if it works.
We're gonna attempt intelligent conversation. So, what do we like about this game? What do you like about this game?
Well, there's a lot to like about this game. That's kind of a broad topic. So, excuse me while I play and talk at the same time, so I might not get my point across.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Why don't I tell you what I like about the game, and then when I'm playing, you tell me what you like about the game.
Yeah, you go first.
I like I like Metroidvanias in general. I think it's well designed. The level design is pretty good, and it has kind of that addictive quality that this style of game has. Like, you want to see what's around the next corner, which I think is a good thing. Not that necessarily a video game addiction is a good thing, but
not that kind of addiction, really.
I like the look of it a ton. The graphics are awesome, and although a lot of the sprites are reused for the characters, the backgrounds, they're incredible, which I think we mentioned in another episode.
Yeah.
But the backgrounds are incredible. Very well done, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of variety in this game, more than even some other Castlevania games, just because it's not all taking place in a castle. It's taking place in all kinds of different areas. So I really like the design. It's one of my favorite Castlevania games, if not my favorite. What else? The story's fine. I'm not really much of a story nerd for games.
I think these games always have passable storylines.
Yeah.
Like, they're not the reason you play the game, you know?
And the music's good.
Oh yeah, definitely. The music on the Castlevania series is always great. You know, it's like, have you listened to the music in the Ys series?
The E series?
Ys, yeah, YS.
Oh, Ys, yeah. I always call it Ys.
Oh.
Yeah, Yuzo Koshiro, yeah.
Yeah. So those soundtracks are incredible.
I love his stuff. Yeah. He also did the Streets of Rage soundtracks.
Oh,
a little bit of a departure from the Ys series, but
a little bit.
But same composer. Still very good music, except for the third one, I guess. But
I don't know.
Streets of Rage 2, classic soundtrack.
Yeah, Ys has, like, you know, they remind me of Guilty Gear in a lot of ways. Really heavy.
Yeah, just like melodic,
really melodic
rock music, which is one of my more favorite genres of music.
More favorite.
Yeah, more favorite. We're talking intelligent on this episode.
Of course. Yeah, those are pretty valid points. Oh, crap. But I mean, the level design in all the Castlevanias, Metroidvanias, it's generally spot on. But I know you take issue in particular with the Game Boy Advance ones.
So. Oh, two of the Game Boy Advance ones. Excluding Aria of Sorrow, the Game Boy Advance Castlevania games are terrible. Harmony of Dissonance is... No, they're both pretty terrible. I mean, it's deciding between, like, puke and shit. They're both pretty terrible.
Both pretty terrible.
Circle of the Moon and Harmony of Dissonance are the puke and shit of the Castlevania series.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
And this game would be like, I don't know, what's a good bodily fluid? Blood, maybe. You know, it's lifeblood.
Good? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Puke and shit is stuff you want to get out of your body. Blood you want to keep in.
Right. Right.
So you heard it here first, probably ever. Castlevania games compared to bodily fluids.
I mean, it's the perfect analogy. It really is.
So that would make Symphony of the Night like, I don't know, the brain fluid or something.
Sure.
You know, good stuff.
How do I... Oh, no, I'm out of mana. I think that guy cursed me.
Yeah, I think you're cursed. You can use an item.
Alright, let's do
to
that.
Get rid of it. I think we bought some of them. Uncurse.
I don't want to go all the way back.
I read
to
that
the
as Uncursed Durian because you used that at the same time, and it shifted that item away.
Yeah, of course.
What else do we like about this game besides the obvious graphics and sound and gameplay?
Well, as far as level design goes, I'm always a big sucker for level design. That's like the first thing I try to notice when I play a new game, and that's the thing that stands out to me most as I play it.
So where are we supposed to go here?
We're supposed to become an owl.
Here. Yeah.
You can fly. Of course, toads and owls. So, level design. There's a lot of variety because, you know, you're no longer confined to just one castle. You have, not only do you have the castle, which is already huge in this game,
I just want to point out the little details, like on the wall back there, you can see the rain hitting the wall over here because the rain is going to the right.
Yeah.
They added those little pixels there to show that the rain's hitting the wall.
That is pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome.
You know,
a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah.
Really, the backgrounds in this game, pretty incredible.
Whoa. Whoa, hey. Let's see what's
So
down
whoever's the artist, I'd like to commend them.
Yeah,
In English.
in English, because they'll certainly watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go. I guess just explore. Jump.
Yep, that would be a good strategy for this guy. Yeah, and like the enemy patterns are pretty well designed in this. I
Yeah.
actually got a bunch of ideas from just going through enemy lists of Castlevania games and giving away one of my game design secrets. We're amateur game designers here on GameSoup as well. And I went through old games, you know, Castlevania, Mega Man, and looked at enemy lists and just remembered how they acted and tried to give my own little spin on some of them when I was designing enemies.
Those are the enemies that really set the standard for what, you know, most enemy behavior is like. You know, like the games on NES, Mega Man, Castlevania, like those are staples now.
Yeah, it's impressive to see really complex enemy design, like enemies that have many attack patterns. But really, I think the simpler the enemy design, the better. Really, in most cases in these kind of games, which is why I think you don't see too many weird, crazy enemies. And when you do see a kind of a crazy type of enemy, it's usually like by itself in a room. Like you'll notice like those sword things in this, like that group of swords that spins around.
Yeah,
like
that thing
a shield.
is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that type of enemy, you don't see those too often in this game. It's mostly basic stuff like axe armors, bats, Medusa heads, which are bad design.
Yeah, they are.
But they have to be in Castlevania games. We need some
High tonic. Let's use a noodle one.
Yeah, it's not right. It doesn't give you very much.
No.
We need to find a save point here. There's got to be one pretty close.
Well, we did just pass one. Maybe we'll make the trek back. What do you think? Fast forward it in the video so nobody will have to watch it.
No, just go back.
Just go back?
Yeah, they'll watch it. Or
are you sure?
Scrub through it.
Yeah.
Scrub ahead a minute. You can listen to us analyze the game for another couple of minutes, or you can just scrub ahead for 2 minutes and skip this.
Well, I hope I don't die.
It's kind of hard to get back, though.
Yeah, I'm actually
gonna.
gonna.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah,
here, huh?
That's kind of the theme among the Metroidvanias, at least for me, is you can't go forward and you can't go back.
Yeah, this game does have a not unforgiving, but the save points are a little bit far apart. I think the difficulty of this game, but you can artificially make it easier by using potions.
Oops.
Like when I played this game before, I was a more hardcore gamer. I'm not as much of a hardcore gamer as I used to be. I'm a little more casual, but because I don't take a game to the extreme that I used to. But like with a game like this, the Castlevania games, I would always beat without using potions. So it would take a little longer, but I would learn the mechanics of the boss fights and stuff. So I guess you kind of learn a little more about games in some way.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking a closer look at the mechanics and learning how to avoid them, which probably gives you a better insight when you're designing them.
Rather than just using potions. I never really thought about it that way. I always now I try to play as many different games. Well, sometimes I like to try and beat a game a little faster than I used to because there are so many great games to play.
Yeah, there are.
And, someday I'm gonna die. So
awfully morbid, but yeah, I see where you're coming from.
And I love video games, so I want to play. I want to play.
Tearing up there. I know. I'm sorry. I'm crying too. Beautiful.
I got something in my throat, but yeah, let's just say that I'm getting really emotional on this.
Yo!
Jesus Christ! You should go back and save. What a design.
So for the most part, the enemy designs are great.
Yeah, no, I think that guy's probably a cool design. You just have to learn the pattern, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm just going back to Medusas, really.
Medusas are not.
I think
don't put Medusas in your game.
No, of course not. Never.
If you're a game designer.
I actually thought about it briefly, but then I realized, why would anybody do that?
Yeah, I programmed them in my game, but they're not going to actually be in it.
Yeah.
They'll be in the code. Maybe I'll put them in like a secret room or something, but they're not going to be in the actual game. Yeah.
As like an Easter egg or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
a glitch room or
pretty
something.
Horrendous.
Yeah, they're not very fun. Bullet bills are fine.
Oh yeah, they're fine. They're straight left to right or right to left projectiles. That's easy, or straight up and down. Because those have, I guess humans aren't really good at looking at sign behavior.
I think I think having an enemy with two attack patterns for a normal enemy should be the maximum. I'm just thinking that now.
Yeah, I don't think you should overload any particular single enemy with more
than...
For
a boss?
Yeah.
Then go nuts with the mechanics for a boss. Give them whatever, 7, 8, 9 attack patterns even if you want.
Whoa. I mean,
bosses are kind of meant to be... They're in a hard game. I guess nowadays there's a lot of games that are much easier that you're expected to beat the boss on the first try, but in like a hard game like this, I'd say that making difficult attack patterns and making a lot of them is not something that should be out of the question in modern game design.
No.
Still.
No, and Castlevania does this thing where, by and large, the sections between bosses aren't too hard. Like, this is hard just because, there's new enemies and some slightly new patterns, but it's nothing like the bosses are. The bosses are definitely a huge step up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, I learned that.
Yeah.
And I learned that from watching you play my game, play the pre-alpha version.
The devlog from last
developer
time.
log.
Yeah. And so I think that's partly what gives this game its addictive qualities, because everything between bosses, it's still really fun. And it's, it's not super, super hard. You can get through one room. You can get through 2 rooms, You can get through 3. You might have to go back a little bit, but you can always get through. And then you get to the boss and you're like, oh, I really want to get to the next section because I know it's going to be a new area with new enemies. And even though you die a lot on the bosses, it's going to make you go back. Which does a lot.
Oh, there's the guy we were just talking about.
Yeah, this is the guy. Oh, God, I hate this guy. Yeah, and, notice how this is the only thing in this room so far, right?
Right.
Okay.
This is an example of good design.
Yeah, so this entire room is empty to give you lots of space to think about how you're going to fight this guy, right? So you can slide under him. If you have the owl morph on, you can fly over him. I don't know why you try that, though. But this sort of gives you space to experiment, which you probably won't have at any other point in this game,
And here's a normal enemy breaking the attack pattern.
Yeah.
Breaking the 2 attack pattern rule that I just made up for Konami to follow. No.
That's fine.
It's, but I would consider this more of a mini-boss type of enemy. Like, there's only one of it in here. You would never combine this with another enemy.
Yeah.
So, you could combine a 2-attack enemy with a 1-attack enemy. And
whoa!
That's another way of increasing the design space of your game is... Alright, just keep going.
Yeah.
Of having 2 enemies and seeing how they interact with each other and how the player has to deal with 2 different types of enemies coming at you at the same time. And you can make a lot of combinations of different enemy types in your game. If you have only 7 main enemy types in your game and you combine them with each other, what's that? 7 times... That's like 40... It's about 40 combinations of 2 that you could have there.
It's quite a lot.
So some of them might not go together. Some of them might be too cheap. Some of them might be too easy. But there's a lot to experiment with.
And what's funny about that is that the simpler the enemies are, the more combinations you can have that actually work. If you have 3 enemies that are super, super complex, you can't ever put them
out of mana.
You can't ever put them in the same room, because they're gonna just get in the way of each other. But if you have 3 really simple enemies that only do, 1 thing or 2 things. Mm-hmm. Oh crap.
Ooh. Jesus. Yeah, at least he backs up. I thought he was going to back you all the way out of the room. So this is a pretty cool... This is good, too. I think this is a good design as well.
Yeah, actually...
This mini-boss.
Yeah, the design of this is such that you can't really get cornered. It seems like...
Duck!
Yeah. His moves
listened to me. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't... There's no way you could have reacted to me saying duck.
But I'm pretty sure he doesn't ever get close enough so that you get hit right here, anywhere in this vertical area. Because that would be really unfair.
Whoa, he's going to... Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't be totally unfair because there is an exit over there. You just have to redo the whole thing, which I think would be a little frustrating. There's a fine line, I think, in game design between making a game that is difficult but fair and feels challenging but not cheap. I think that's a sweet spot that can be really difficult to hit.
Yeah.
And that design we just saw, I think, was an example of that being hit. Slightly challenging. He takes a little while to kill, but I think it's just long enough that you feel like he's a huge guy. He should take a little bit of time to kill, and it wasn't too excessive. So it's like trying to kill a cyber demon in Doom with a pistol.
Yeah, that takes way too long.
Yeah.
Looking for secrets here. I guess there are none.
Nah, it's a secret to get outside into the rainy weather. Why would you want that?
I don't know. Whoa. So yeah, it's.
Oh no, you jumped instead of duck.
Yeah, I did.
Or slide.
It's those little considerations, the fact that maybe that final guard can't push you out of the room. Maybe he does.
Here he goes. Oh, what the hell?
He does always give you a little bit of leeway. you know, that really makes a difference between an enemy that's, you know, bearable and an enemy that's a huge pain and makes you turn off the game.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it's a very, very thin line.
How thin do you think it is?
Probably one of the thinnest. Probably one of the thinnest lines in gaming, as far as
I think it also. I think it also depends on the player too.
Whoa.
Like the skill level of the player, the type of player. Like there's the player that wants to play something like Wings of V.
Yeah.
And then there's the player. There might be a safe. That is not a good room to be in.
Nope.
I hope you find a save point. This does not look good. I feel like there's going to be like a ghost piano player that's going to stab you, like the confessional priest in Symphony of the Night.
But you know, if there is nothing here, why does this room exist?
There has to. It's probably some of the quest. One of those quests that Eric gives you.
Play the piano.
Yeah.
Prove that you are the ultimate vampire killer by playing the piano. Well, I think I'll make a quick save here just in case. These guys aren't too hard. They don't have a lot of hit points.
Just run through.
Yeah.
Just well, you did it. All right.
Yeah.
Do it your way.
Yeah. I don't really have any other way to do it. I don't have a choice.
That's true. You can't really do it my way.
Nah. But what were we saying just now?
I don't know.
Okay, so it's a very fine line. So
that's
an interesting.
Yeah, that's weird that that's there.
And something else about this. Up to this point, this has never been used anywhere else in the game.
Yeah, I know. It's like this is a weird place to introduce it. Are we going to be seeing a lot of that soon because of the introduction? I would say don't go that way.
I don't ever recall this. Like, I don't remember that being anywhere.
Oh, look out! You're dead.
Oh no.
All right, well, we know where not to go.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little kitty on the end of her broom there.
Yeah, look how cute it is. They all run away. So yeah, this really simple enemy, all it does is sort of fly around. I'm gonna go this way, I guess, huh? We already went here, right? Oh, no, we didn't.
No.
I hate these guys. They make...
Go to the right. Go to the right.
Why?
Because there might be a save room.
Where, right here?
Yeah, to that wall over there.
Oh, I thought we already checked that out, no?
I don't think we checked this one out.
You are right. Good call. We'll keep going.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
There we go. Trident. Oh, so that's the other thing.
Trident gum.
The low percentage of drops that you get from enemies, that's another part of what makes this game so addicting. Right? Or any game like this.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dark Souls. Like, there are some enemies that have a 1% chance to drop a new weapon that you've never... Whoa! Wow, because that was kind of rough. You know, like a new weapon that you really can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting smashed. I did it again.
Yeah, Dark Souls and Bloodborne really do that well. Do the...
Blova.
You want to keep exploring. I think Dark Souls... I would say the Dark Souls series and Bloodborne are kind of similar to the Castlevania series.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, they're the spiritual successors to Metroidvanias. You know, mainly because...
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I mean,
in some aspects.
They really are similar in a lot of ways. You know, even as far as atmosphere and mood.
Oh, you were saying about weapons. I was playing Symphony of the Night recently. I went back and played through Symphony of the Night, partly because we were playing this, and I kind of got nostalgic for it. But I beat that recently, and I always get Crusaegrim. I know where to get it, which enemy drops it, and I always just farm till I get it. I didn't realize until this time playing through it that you can... That's a cool effect in the background. Sort of like Eternal Darkness.
And again, I'm going to guess
creep thing.
This only happens here and nowhere else in the game.
Probably, yeah.
So that's a kind of cool thing, you know, like set pieces that only occur once.
Yeah,
they never
like
get boring.
That's kind of the highlight of the room more than the enemies. Like you could have just had a room with 2 birds in it, but that's kind of boring.
Can you imagine? That would have been like a terrible room.
But also, you don't want to have the enemies be too distracting in a room like that either.
Yeah.
Because the focus, there's a lot of rooms I noticed in Symphony of the Night and in this, especially in Symphony of the Night, there's a lot of rooms that are either empty or have maybe one small enemy in it, and they're more just, they're kind of like breathing space, which is something I don't have in my game, and I think I'm gonna try to add, because I think my game might be a little busy right now.
Yeah.
The way that I've been designing it. I mean, I'm an amateur. We can talk about design and talk about what we like and don't like about games.
Sure.
But in the end, doing it is a lot harder than talking about it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, making any sort of game that has the right flow between like action and tension building, that's hard.
Yeah.
You know, that's not something that you just pick up on the fly.
Yeah. I mean, playing a lot of games and doing commentary on it, I think that helps.
I think
that's helpful. but you got to do it to actually get good at it. It's like you can tell good artwork when you see it, but
Yeah.
to make a good piece of art takes years and years
Oh my
of
god.
practice.
You know that balance between between tension and
And, well, I mean, games are a piece of art.
yeah.
It involves almost every discipline of art imaginable.
I hate this weapon.
Yeah, that's not very good. It's not... We need, like, a sword or something.
I know.
We just got that trident.
Let's see how this
Probably a
works.
spear type weapon.
I just don't want to
Yeah,
die.
it's a spear.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's good power, though. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That should work for this.
I'm gonna die soon.
Yeah, we don't want that. Oh, I was saying about the Crusagrams. Oh, wait, we already went over that, right?
Yeah.
Did I mention you could dual wield Crusagrams? Or do we get...
I don't remember if you said that or
You
not.
can dual wield Crusagrams.
Yeah.
You put it on the X, whatever, the circle button and the square button, and you're unstoppable, and you can kill Dracula in 15 seconds. We might have mentioned that on another episode.
I'm pretty sure we did.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
That was a
it's
safe
worth
point.
reiterating
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
that it's a very rare thing to get in the game, so most players won't see it if they're just casually going through and not using a walkthrough.
Do you get it off an enemy, or you have to find it somewhere?
It's a drop. It's like a 1% drop
Yeah.
off of one specific enemy that there aren't a lot of in the game.
Yeah. But that's the thing, 1% chance you get rewarded super heavily for investing your time to get
Yeah.
that 1% drop.
And the first time I played through the game, I actually got it.
Oh god, this guy.
That is Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I don't remember him being that hard in this. We don't have any potions. We were going to get potions before we started the episode, so we might have
Yeah.
to do this without potions. So,
Well,
I don't know. Are you good at bosses?
No, not at all. So
Alright.
you might have to do it. Oh my god. But, oh Jesus. So there's a weapon in Dark Souls called the Baldur Side Sword, which I think, again, is like a 2% drop off an early game enemy.
You're doing
but
pretty good so far.
Yeah, but it's really coveted because it looks really cool and it's really powerful. It's a one-handed sword. Oh, that thing.
You
But-
see that gut punch? Anyway, sorry, I keep interrupting
No, but people will farm it because it's worth having. It looks really cool.
you. Right.
Oh, crap. And it's super rare, so if you see somebody with it, they've taken the time to farm it.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that. Stuff that keeps you investing your time in the game. It's not simple, you're just going from the beginning to the end. There's actually stuff you can do in the game that... Crap.
That's really hard to dodge.
Yeah.
I think you just got to jump twice, actually.
He's going to do it again. There we go. And
That attack, I think you just have to slide, but does he have a tell for that?
I was looking for it. I think you just have to get close to him when he does... Oh, crap. This
Jump.
is bad.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, maybe you just want to stay close to him for most of the time and then
Yeah.
watch. You want to take probably like a medium distance because you don't want to get that gut punch.
Yeah. Because, that actually wasn't that hard. I'm just bad at games. Like, he only had 3
No.
discernible patterns, right? He only had those 3 things that he does. The lightning, the bullets, and the
You're
jump.
good at some type of games though. You're better than me at I guess probably 3D games in general. Like you did better than me. I watched you play Bloodborne recently for the
Oh.
first time.
Well,
And you were
again-
better than me when I first played it.
Well, at the same time, though, I've played through Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 a huge amount. So I've already
Yeah.
had more experience with Miyazaki titles anyway. Whoa!
But like,
So-
I don't know. I've played a lot of Castlevania.
Yeah.
I've probably played more Castlevania than you. So that would kind of make sense.
Yeah, I think
if
so.
I would be better than you at this game.
Because I haven't touched any of the Game Boy Advance ones. Oops. I've played through Symphony of the Night, the first half of it, really. My experience with these games is really only these 3 on DS. This one, Dawn of Sorrow, and Order of Ecclesia.
Well, 2 of those are some of the best ones. Ecclesia it's arguable. I don't particularly care for it, but I can see someone enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy it to an extent, but not nearly as much as Dawn of Sorrow or Portrait, which are masterpieces in the genre.
Crap. I jumped! Maybe we'll have to go back and get potions. What do you think?
Do we have a warp to here?
Let's see where it is. Kind of far.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. No, I mean, let's just fight the boss.
Yeah. So I mean, just fight the boss.
Yeah. But Ecclesia also tried to change up the standard formula, because if you do 10 games just like the Symphony of the Night, it's going to get a little stale. Dawn of Sorrow did it. It was a gigantic castle, but these two tried something new with their castles by not really including just one main castle.
Yeah, no, I like that about Ecclesia. The thing I didn't like about Ecclesia was the weakness system.
Yeah.
That you had to keep switching weapons, and like you couldn't just use the sword against the skeleton, and like it wasn't like a little bit. It wasn't like you get a it wasn't like you felt like you had a bonus for using a hammer against the skeleton, it felt like you were being punished for using anything but a hammer.
Yeah, and that's
like if you get like 25% buff to your damage for using a hammer, okay, you know, you can still play through the game with your weapon of choice or whatever your strongest weapon is, whatever you want to do. You kind of have a little more freedom there, but you have to use the hammer, which isn't really, in my opinion, as fun of a weapon to use as a sword or shuriken or even a spear type of weapon.
Crap.
Or even a whip, for that matter. Like the hammer type of weapons, I find to be a little more boring kind of, I don't know. A little more boring kind of weapons. This is off the cuff game analysis.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and that's another one of those really, really fine lines. Really? Like, how are you supposed to? Okay, that's another one of those really, really fine lines when you think about it. You know, because you can have a system where you reward a player for using the right weapon, but if that system punishes players for using the wrong weapon at the same time, it's gonna feel bad.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. I actually didn't even finish the game because I just started getting annoyed with having to keep keep on switching weapons. Yeah, cool, you did it.
Yeah, it's exactly like you're saying, though. You know,
he was the Terminator.
It's good to feel rewarded, but it's really bad to be punished like that. And you know, games like this are characteristically, historically, pretty obtuse in their mechanics. You know, so unless the game is spelling it out for you directly, you know, like you have your status screen here. Sometimes you can get information from that, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you don't know what the deal is, and there's really no easy way to figure it out. Which sends you to the game facts. So, I don't know, you want to take over now? I did a small chunk there.
Sure. Sure, yeah, I'll play for a little bit.
Go for it.
I was gonna say, like, each episode we should try to make it be like one of these areas. But how about I get to the next one and we'll start it?
Okay,
and we'll do the next episode.
I have a feeling this area is pretty much done with.
Yeah, this area is done, but I mean, like, let's just get to the next one and then we'll start it. Oh, wow, that was
convenient.
Easy. Wait, what the hell?
Oh, this is okay.
There's just like a portrait room that gives you a shortcut to the other portraits?
That's back to the castle. These are, okay. So
we haven't done any of these other ones then yet, I guess.
Yeah.
These two.
Go for it. So this is cool design.
So do you like pyramids?
Not really.
Okay, I'll do the pyramid one. I love pyramids, so...
Yeah.
No, not particularly, but we have a running gag
I love
that Joe loves pyramids.
I love things that are three-sided only.
Three-sided?
Three-sided.
Isn't a pyramid 5 sides?
Well...
Oh man, this D-pad.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I bought this...
about your controller around here. I was going to bring mine over.
So a while ago, I bought this 360 controller on eBay, and...
it was on eBay or was it on Amazon? eBay?
I think it was eBay.
Okay.
But, you know, it was a genuine Xbox controller, and it came in the blister pack. Is that what they're called, blister packs?
Yeah. It sure looks like a genuine Xbox controller.
And it definitely looks legit, but the D-pad is horrible.
Yeah, the D-pad on the Xbox controller is bad in the first place, but I don't know, maybe you just got like a bad model or something, or not a model, like a bad batch. Yeah, bad batch or whatever.
It's definitely universally accepted how bad the D-pad is on this thing, but this, it's hard to describe. It's so tight, only when going left and like sort of up, sort of down. It's so tight. It might be something you can fix just by playing around with a screw, but oh my god, it is horrible. And to me, it's just not worth opening the thing up and trying to figure out what's wrong.
You know what else is not worth opening the thing? I'll just go past these guys.
So, by the way, something that I wanted to mention, that painting room that we just ran into, I actually didn't remember that at all. I didn't remember that even existed, right?
Yeah.
But that's an interesting design aspect, too.
Well, there's a secret down under the
Probably get back to that worm.
Yeah.
Because the developers could have just as easily just sent you back to the beginning of that painting area, sent you back to the main castle, where...
What weapon? Go ahead, sorry.
Where you would then have to go back to that same exact painting room. But instead, they copy-pasted that room into the portrait you were already in. So it just saves you a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know, instead of having to pointlessly backtrack, because it would be pointless. It would just be filler. You know, however long, 10, 20 minutes it took you to get back, or even, 5 or 10.
Whoa! Okay, this might not be the correct weapon for this.
Nah.
The one instance where Rock Ride is not the one to use.
I don't know, man. Rock Ride...
I'm getting crushed here. Did we buy potions?
Nope. I'll save, though.
Yeah, that was a bad... that was a really bad display there.
So far, this is pretty much like the other pyramid level. But I would expect it to be a little more difficult. At least later on.
Yeah, well, there's this guy, so that's...
Yeah, these guys I hate. Again, with the strange, maybe like the sign-ish behavior. This isn't strictly sign.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it is.
At 100 life.
Also, that sandworm, there was a secret under him because it's actually showing up on the map.
Yeah, I know there was a secret. That's why I went back.
Right. Whoa.
I'm poisoned, so... Do we have...
Anti-Venom. There you go. So these are upgraded zombies, I guess. Zombies are like, you know, the Goombas of the game. And these guys are slightly upgraded.
Alright, I'm just going to avoid this guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully...
This guy's faster than you.
He sure is.
That's a problem.
Eye for an eye. A spell avenges that shares damage received with enemies.
This is a dead end, isn't it?
Yeah. This is not good.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like he can get into that corner there.
Yeah, he's probably unlikely that he will, just based on the behavior.
So he's actually faster than you. That's interesting. You know... Whoa.
That must be a rare enemy or something.
You know what? I think that's a secret enemy. I think something happens. I have a very vague memory of that. I think it's a rare spawn. And I don't remember what happens.
Now.
Yeah, he's definitely gone.
Alright.
So I guess you have to go down here.
Yeah.
You want to try it without getting hit? Good luck.
Alright. Do I have Rock Ride equipped? Or did I do it after I saved? Okay.
Yeah, but...
That's really hard to dodge.
Dodge it. I wonder if you can duck under it and get close to him.
I was just thinking maybe you have to get close.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's probably just this. Wow.
Whoa,
It's kind of scary to be so close to something like this.
Everything is really strong in this area. A lot of hit points. There you go.
So what I'm wondering is if this guy is going to disappear.
Like that, you mean?
If he's going to be permanently gone, because I want to go save. Do you think I can make it without getting hit?
There's probably a save point down there. I would just keep going.
All right, well let's. I don't know.
Because look how far it is back. You have to teleport back out.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. Just go down here.
You think there's a save point down here?
Yeah.
All right.
Because if this was your first time playing, right, you would have gone all the way to the left, halfway back to the right. You're probably going to be low on health, right? I would hope that with a little bit of developer insight, or
I don't
intuition,
like this lady. Do not like this lady.
that they would have put a save point very close once you get down here. I would hope.
I'm just trying to avoid enemies here.
Yeah.
And these are not the type of enemies I want to see.
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah, those are tough, huh? We have any spells that make us invincible for a short period of time or something?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna try going to the right. She doesn't look too bad. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if... Okay.
She's faster than you.
Yeah, she is.
Oh god.
Yeah,
there we go.
Here we go. I would be amazed if there was no save point pretty close. Also, you're playing as Charlotte with that weak weapon. I don't know if you care, if you want to. Either way.
Well, she has Rock Ride.
Yeah. But we gotta go buy potions, don't forget. Next time we get to a teleporter or whenever.
I think Charlotte didn't make an appearance in this episode until like a few minutes ago.
I used her for the owl transformation, but that was it. She was barely on screen. Whoa.
Welcome back, Charlotte.
You know, another cool thing about the weapons in this game, they're a lot like the weapons in Dark Souls. They each have different movesets. You know, like this one has a very straight on, like its length is probably unique to this weapon. Its attack speed, you know, cooldown are probably unique to this weapon.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dark Souls, only it's even more so in Dark Souls. Every weapon in Dark Souls has, you know, probably 3 or 4 unique moves. Some of them have spells that they
and
cast.
the enemies in Dark Souls have so many different attack patterns. But Dark Souls is a little bit more complex in the combat than this. So I think
there's much more. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think the focus is as much on combat, but that's interesting. I wonder which game would you say focuses more on exploration? Because Dark Souls is also pretty heavy in exploring. Like there's secrets in Dark Souls that are insanely difficult to find.
I guess it's different.
I guess transitioning into like the 3D space, it becomes a lot harder to, hey, potion. It becomes a lot harder to compare games.
I think Symphony of the Night probably has the most crazy secrets of like an exploration. Well, maybe not the most, but it has a lot of crazy secrets for an exploration game.
So do those come in the form of breakable walls or what?
Yeah, breakable walls, just odd special attacks that you can do because it has a Street Fighter style moveset. Not even that you can do that is not indicated anywhere in the game. And also there's certain weapons that if you press certain button combinations, they'll do something special. Like there's the shield rod, which I think we discussed in another episode. But there's just and there's weird items that you might not understand what they do at first, and you have to use them a few times, and you'll figure it out. And there's an unbelievable attention to detail.
Yeah.
In Symphony of the Night.
That's funny. It sounds exactly like you're describing Dark Souls.
Yeah, that they don't. I think I don't think they have it quite as much in the newer Castlevania games.
Yeah.
Newer being like this and Ecclesia and Dawn of Sorrow. Unfortunately, we haven't had a real Metroidvania Castlevania game for a long time.
Yeah. Well, first, for whatever reason, I guess they stopped making them. Igarashi, the guy behind what's that game, Bloodstained, that's on Kickstarter.
Yeah. That's gonna be the end all of. We'll probably play that on GameSoup.
Oh yeah, we absolutely should. That and Mighty Number 9, which just got. Oops, I just smashed the microphone. Which just got delayed into 2016. That's also going to be worth a playthrough, but I think there's going to be hundreds of Let's Plays when that comes out.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of Bloodstained as well. We should just try and get on it quick.
Yeah, sure.
Which is something GameSoup does not do.
No,
we're playing a game from 2006 right now.
Not great at that. Okay, so looks like you want to go back up and then to the left.
Oh, you motherfucker.
So, enemies like this kind of get me insane sometimes. They're fine. They're really slow moving, but they don't move in straight left, right, up,
those
down
aren't
patterns.
Too bad. They're not Medusa. They're as annoying as Medusa.
No.
So
they have a little bit of the
I haven't
factor.
explored up here.
The
Is
insanity
this anything?
factor. It's like that when they corner you, and they're so slow moving they can multi-hit you and stun lock you.
I guess we want to go left up there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Go up to the next room and then to the left.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I guess I might as well heal again.
Yeah, you might as well. There's so much to be said about level design in this game. Fantastic. But I don't want to just praise it. I think it's fair to give it criticism as well when it's due. So, the major thing here is the Medusas.
Yeah, that's pretty much the major complaint.
Yeah.
Criticism.
When you're designing this many enemies...
Oh no, she's a ninja.
Yeah, she is. When you have this many enemies to contend with, when you're designing a game like this...
Yeah, there's over 100. There might even be 200 enemies in this game.
I'm sure it becomes...
excessive number of enemies in this game.
And I'm sure it's probably next to impossible to sort of balance them in any way that is really meaningful. You kind of just have to take each area as its own separate thing, which I'm guessing is, hopefully how they looked at it. Like these guys... but at least they can play with the numbers a little bit, give them more HP or damage. So it's pretty easy to tweak.
Yeah, I think an enemy that's really annoying shouldn't do very much damage.
Right, yeah, and there's always that. You can play with that. Like you said, Medusas, they're pretty weak.
And I've maybe not too much knockback.
But then think back to that enemy we saw in Mercenary Kings, that flying enemy that took a couple hits to kill. Or, a couple seconds of sustained firing.
Yeah, we stopped playing almost because of that enemy. Oh, come on, you...
Yeah, well, and not just that. It's that the game puts you near that enemy in that environment. Where with platforms in those specific locations, and just the way you're going through each level with that enemy makes it even more so frustrating. More of a terrible, rough experience. Not terrible, rough experience.
Yeah. Mercenary Kings up to that point it seemed like the design was better, but
yeah. It was a long game.
Yeah, very long.
I almost felt like it was overly long.
Yeah, overly artificially long, which we were praising in the beginning. Like, well, you're gonna newer games. That's their way of extending the length of games. But I don't know. To that, I think it was a little excessive.
It's hard to make a game artificially long that doesn't feel like you're just making it artificial. It's really hard to do that. So Mercenary Kings, of course, had like 100 different missions, and each level, they reuse the same level over and over. But, as long as you keep it varied enough, which, they did to an extent. Oh, God. Yeah, these guys those guys are tough. They take a couple hits. But again, it also depends on your weapon. Maybe they die in one hit to something else that we haven't picked up yet, Whoa! Oh, I think you want to be a toad. Oh, no. Yes.
Yeah. Can we cast while we're ducking?
I don't know.
Let's see. Where is Toad in a Super Mario Brothers game?
Toad morph.
There we go. No, we cannot.
No. Slide back out. Double frog. What happens if...
any difference.
Yeah, and you charge it. You can charge attacks in this game. Charge
You
up
can
this frog.
get a double.
Oh, so one of these ultimate attacks that we've never used.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
The Meteor.
Powerful spell that summons a meteor.
All right. Sure.
Goofed.
I don't know if we'll use it. Look at that strange animation.
Yeah, it's a little off. I mean, it's fine.
So my suggestion is to fly up between those walls there.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
There will inevitably be a secret in one of them, or all of them. There you go.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. But that's kind of cool that you can do that to switch there. Alright, let's turn into an owl. A super owl.
Super owl. Oh, what is this?
It's a book. The Book of Death.
Oh, that must be a weapon.
I feel like that's probably going to be like... What brings your attack down?
Huh.
Hearts entombed with the dead. I feel like that's either going to be like... It seems like it would be an item that would have like a really high attack and also like have a curse, like a bad thing to it. But maybe it's just a low attack and it's a special ability, or maybe it's just a regular weapon with a low attack.
I imagine
I don't know.
there's...
I equipped it so we can see what it does.
We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if there were hidden properties, you know. Like I was saying earlier, these games sometimes obscure their information, which gives them some longevity, but it's hard to know. Hard to know if a weapon is good, which really, you know, encourages you to actually experiment with different weapons. That's a good thing overall.
So we're just going to fly over everything now.
We are.
Oops. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
What the heck? It shoots Anubis out of it.
Oh.
Alright, let me equip Rock Riot again, because that's what I was trying to do. But I forgot that I had something less useful.
I really like talking about the game design and game analysis here for this game, because I feel like we haven't done that yet to a great extent.
Yeah, we should really do that more than
Foolin'. I know, more than...
Yeah, I mean, Foolin'. I really like the Foolin'.
I like Foolin'.
I like doing like half and half, but I think especially in the earlier episodes, we should have done this like in the beginning.
Yeah.
We should have done this as episode 1.
That's true. Well, the next
pretending
game
to be Matthew Santoro is that's not gonna. Well, that was on the last one or whatever, but that's not.
Yeah. Well said. That's not.
That's not. It's not. It's not. It's. It might not bring everybody in.
Yeah.
It is funny though. Well, I thought it was kind of funny.
Well, whatever game we do next, I think we have a couple in the pipeline, but whatever we do next, maybe we'll have to take a stab at it. Start with a little bit of game design analysis.
Yeah. Plus, we can't fill up like an entire game just. Well, we probably could actually. The two of us probably could fill up everything just talking about game analysis.
Oh,
well,
sure.
let us know in the comments if that's what you want to hear, or if you want to hear us just, you know, read facts from lists.
Whoa. Uh-oh. You're not looking too good. You're poisoned.
I'm poisoned, yeah.
I think you have another Anti-Venom. Yeah, you got one more.
Okay, let's just try and find a save point here.
We're probably close to one. Keep going.
Should we keep going, or should we go the other way?
Well, you tell me. Jack of Bones. Whoa.
Probably shouldn't be... yeah, I don't like this. Let's go this way.
Yeah. Let's go the other way, yeah.
It looks like equally bad. Oh, mother! Yeah, that's not good. I tried to dodge.
You want me to save?
Yeah, sure.
Good luck. Oh, okay.
That's almost undodgeable. You're like, want me to save? And then you save it.
That was well done.
I have an idea. This is probably not going to work. No, I'll just try it again.
There you go.
This is what I did last time, but no, that's not going to work. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this without getting hit.
Ooh, well done. Well done.
Hopefully there's a save point. I don't really want to be...
Try up there to the left.
Redoing this too many times. I'm guessing this is not a save point.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was not a save point.
I bet there's one nearby. I bet you.
Maybe not seen one in a while.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe not here, but who knows?
Wonder when that thing is not damaging.
Yeah.
I'm just like worried that if it's in motion at all, that it's going to damage you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm going to die if I go in there. That's like a guaranteed death right there. Huh,
Whoa.
that didn't hurt me. That's
Clipped
weird.
right through you. Alright, try going the other way. At least this way you haven't aggroed that enemy that was down there. Oh, and there's another copy.
Oh, my tongue.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, okay. Hey, you should turn into an owl here and GTFO.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
You were thinking that, GTFO? Oh.
Oops, I turned into the wrong... I hit the up and...
Oh, man, this is tight. Yeah.
This is a dead end.
It's money!
It's a dead end. Well, at least I have money.
Check this out. You survived. Oh, that's tracking. Alright, so this whole room was empty. Pretty much, except for that cash.
Have we saved?
I'll make a save right here.
We're doing this without getting hit. We're doing this as like a super run.
You have a super potion.
I died.
Remember we picked up a potion just now.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Well, let's use it. Because... Well, let's use
There
it.
you go. Restores all of your HP. Cool. I'll make a save right here, too.
Oh, you know...
No?
What am I... Yeah, you go ahead, but... What was I thinking?
What do you mean?
I don't know what I was thinking, doing this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, you want to drop rocks on him?
Yeah.
Ice Fang.
Makes no sense not to.
Psych. There you go.
75 damage.
Yeah. I remember that York enemy doing a lot of damage. Maybe that was Dawn of Sorrow. But, you know, it's one of those little surprises when you're like, oh, getting kicked in the head with a skull, that can't do that much damage, and then it deals a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, I like a game when, like, you can kind of tell when something looks like it's gonna do a lot of damage. Like, if it's a big, burly guy and he, like, drops rocks on you or something.
Yeah,
I figure that's gonna do a lot of damage, but if it's, like, a little goblin or something, or a little hunchback, or a Medusa head or something that's
still does
small,
yeah,
you would hope that it would do not that much damage.
Like Jinx in Mario RPG, you don't expect him to do a lot of damage, and you're always surprised when he does, you know?
That, to me, I think is cool, though.
Yeah.
Like... A little guy that does a lot of damage, I think that can be cool, but...
You're sort of expecting it, because it's a boss, you know?
If the whole game was like that, though...
Yeah.
Where all the small enemies are heavy-hitting, are just as heavy-hitting or more heavy-hitting than the big guys, it's like, kind of... Yeah, it's... Yeah.
Do you think now's a good time should we fight this boss, or call it here and then start the next episode off with the boss?
No, let's, I guess we can call it.
Alright, it's been a little bit of time, so... Alright, well cool. I hope you enjoyed the game analysis talk. Hopefully we'll continue it in the next episode. Or maybe we'll just fool. We'll just do some fooling.
We won't.
Alright, thanks for joining us.
Alright, see ya.